FlossTube. It's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, and it is October 3rd, Thursday, October 3rd, Mean Girls Day. If you've watched that movie, I love that movie, so it's super fun. But it is October 3rd, so happy October 3rd, everybody. Welcome back to my FlossTube channel. Talk about cross stitch, talk about some life stuff. We just have fun, so we'll just hop right into it. I've got one FFO and 2 finishes, so super excited for that. And so what I have, and welcome to any new subscribers, welcome back to those of you who've been with me for a while. I was looking at the calendar, and on the 23rd of October was when I filmed my very first FlossTube video. So 23 days away, and I'll have done this for a year, so I'm super excited. It's been a really fun journey, and the community is amazing, and I've made some really amazing friends, and I had some really amazing opportunities, and so it's been a really amazing journey. One of the first things I finished was my portion for our Merry Marauders Stiach piece, and this is Hedwig's Feather, or it could be a quill, but it's a sampler that we all have a piece to do. And Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher, is also in the Merry Marauders with me, so she's working on a piece of this as well. So that's how it's going to look like, and they're going to piece it together, and it's going to be really cool. It's like a little group project. So, and I use that for magical or Enchanted Stitches homework. I use that for my weapon for helping Prince Philip defeat Maleficent, because he was going to tickle her to death, which, you know, was pretty fun. So my other finish, and then I'll show you my FFO, is my Wicked Plant by Barbara Anna. And I'm so excited. I need to get this FFO'd, but there she is. And this is on a Sage. I want to say it's 28 count. Either 28 or 32. Sage even weave that I got in a stitchy box. And I love the color, and I love how the color conversion just pops. And the color conversion is from my friend Heather. She's Kawaii Girl 70 on Instagram. So I met her a year ago in 2 weeks, was our first stitch in for with Snug Harbor Crafts. So a year ago I met her, and I started this on my birthday, actually, or around my birthday. I started this in February and finished it last week. So it was super exciting. On Sunday I finished it. So very super proud of this. And I love the colors, and just, oh, so proud. And then I worked on that for both Enchanted Stitches and Magical Stitches, which is why I got to finish it. So, and then I had a finish, which is my Violets, and I also turned it into an FFO, which is a stocking. My very first. Don't look too close at the stitches on the side, the hand sewing, but sweet little stocking. I just have to add the hanger onto it, and I've got plenty of beads over here, so I'm just gonna do that, and it'll be fully finished. But this is by Blackbird Designs. There, that's better. And the only called for I used was the chocolate cream pie. Everything else I substituted with what I had in my stash, so super fun. So that was fun to do. And then I also got some stitchy mail. I got my cross stitch ATC. And this one was from Mama Bear Stitchery, Debbie in California. That's the card that came with it. Super cute. And then the theme was holidays. And I got this cute little witch. And I love the ribbon that she used to frame it. So super fun. And then, let's see. So for homework this week, it's about, in Magical Stitches, it's about feelings and emotions, and it's been a really fun I've actually worked a lot on one project to cover a lot of these. So, but first, this is my Stiach piece. They released more of the hair. So I think this week we're gonna start getting faces and choosing faces, and so, because we are on week 8 this week, so and it's, I want to say it's like 11 weeks, so we're almost done, and I'm very proud of myself for keeping up with that. And that is in my Rika from House of Stitch and Stash. That's in that bag, and I get to meet her in 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks until Stitch West, you guys. I'm so excited. And I'll talk about that in a few more seconds. But yeah, for Magical Stitches, it's feelings and emotions, and so we had to do 300 stitches. And this is what Heather Lincoln, my homeboy, was asking how I keep track of everything. This is how I do it. I've got just a simple planner. I write it all down. So like, this is Magical Stitches homework and this is Enchanted Stitches homework. Usually the days that they start. So Magical Stitches start on Monday and Enchanted Stitches started on Tuesday this week. So, but I just write it down, mark it off, and then the days that I stitch and what I stitch on, that's how I do it. Nice and simple. No fancy spreadsheets, because I get lost in those sometimes, and yeah. So we're 300, and I applaud anybody that can do those, because yeah, we all learn differently, we all are different, and that's what makes us a great community, and that's what, you know, I love it. It's so much fun. So we had to do 300 stitches each on a design beginning, just the design, with a word in beginning, with a letter in the word jealousy. And Sleepy Hollow, Sal, is what I'm working on by Tiny Modernist. And then Tears Shed in the Bathroom, we needed to stitch on something to do with bathrooms, like a house or water or something to that effect. Something dark and depressing. And then a bonus was to stitch on a lone project, not in a collection or series, for 300 stitches, because Voldemort was always alone and he didn't really have a lot of friends. So I was able to have my Sleepy Hollow Tiny Modernist fit for quite a number. So for Jealousy, Sleepy Hollow, and for something dark, because it's, you know, in a graveyard, it's dark, it's Halloween stitching, but even though it's cutesy Halloween stitching. So I got all that done. These cute little skeletons I stitched yesterday while I was on Virtual Stitchers, which was so much fun. I hopped on Sunday for my first time, and everybody there is amazing and welcoming and sweet and funny, and we got into some interesting, like, just fun conversations, but sometimes we get really interesting conversations, and like, it's amazing. And I loved talking to everybody there and just listening, and it was really cool. Just the camaraderie is really fun. So I'm working on a star up here in some petite treasure braid, but these little skeletons are glow in the dark, and I added some sparkly etoile right there. Don't think you can see it, but super fun. And so I've done 300 stitches on this for Jealousy, 300 for Dark and Depressing. For Enchanted Stitches, we're doing Nightmare Before Christmas, and so we had to stitch, I do the royal, so 250 stitches, something that scares you, and so I did, because there's spiders in here. I'm not a fan of spiders either, Audrey, so, and I don't like creepy graveyards. No, this is creepy, but, you know, it's a graveyard. So something that scares you, stitch in red, black, orange, green, or white. So I did the black in here, and the orange in here, and some of the white for that. And then what would be your posthumous companion, because 0 is Jackson, so I said these fun little dancing skeletons would be my buddy. And then, so I'm not quite, yeah, so I finished that. And then for my last one for Enchanted Stitches is the Jack's board, so you need to stitch on something repetitive, and I'm just going to finish up this border right here, because that's pretty boring and repetitive, because it's just like one right after the other. So, but it'll get that border pretty complete. So this one got a lot of love, got a page finish. I'm on the second page, super excited about that. For the part about the bathroom for Magical Stitches is I worked on Pretty Little Hawaii, and I finished up the pink palace there, and because it's palace, it's got bathrooms, so I did 300 stitches on that little guy. Super fun. It's nice to see it come together. It was nice to stitch on this. I've missed stitching on this one, so. And then for my portion that is by itself, not part of a collection, I am going to start on Sister Suffragette by Summerhouse Stitchworks. And this is going to be actually a gift for a friend, so I'm going to stitch it a few times because I really want to do, I want one for me, I want to make one for my mom, and I've converted it to just stuff I had in my stash. This came in, this is 1776, and this came in the 4th of July color and cotton box, my very first color and cotton box. I'm getting the Halloween one soon. I'm so excited. I just paid my invoice, so. And then the other colors I'm using, also, I want to say, yeah, all but two of them came in that same box. So I'm using, I don't think I need Old Glory. I think I was trying to choose, but I think we're not going to do that one. So it's doing Old Glory Red and Shining Sea and Amber Waves. So those three, I'm going to stitch that, and then I'm going to do Rainy Day for the purple, and then 3865 is the other thing it calls for. So I think it'll be really pretty on that. Yes, it's still in the packaging. I'm not taking it out yet, so I'm excited. So I'm going to start that today, and then I think I'm just going to put this guy in there too, just in case. But and then plans. I just went with Alice to her 2nd grade field trip. We went out to the little pumpkin patch. It was so much fun. She got to go down one of those big hay slides, and we did a corn maze and a hay maze, and she got to pick a cute little pumpkin. It's probably about that big. So I love this time of year because it's cooler weather and it's so much fun. And then she actually gets her braces on today, so that's going to be a fun little adventure for her. She's going to look so cute, and she's a little nervous, but she'll be fine. So and then not much else is going on this weekend. Next week is just going to be a regular week. And then on the 17th, so in 2 weeks from today, Stitch West will start, and we're gonna hang out with Deb and Kef. And I saw Dara, part of Southern California Stitchers. She was on Virtual Stitchers last night, and so I was like, Dara, I get to actually meet you in 2 weeks. I'm so excited. So it was really cool to see her and talk to her a little bit. And Virtual Stitchers is so fun because we get where I log on a little bit later, we get some of the Australian ladies, Carly and Lisa, and I think we had Michelle W, and Sammy, of course, is on there, and then Megan Maymay. She is hilarious. I love Megan, and Jen, and so many people. I mean, like, there's usually, I think when I logged on yesterday, I think it started out with 12 and then went down to 10, and then when I logged off there were only, Megan's like, and now there's 4. But I had to get to bed. I had to get, I wanted to talk to Ross a little bit too, so. But it's so much fun. I enjoyed every minute talking with and laughing, and just, I remember I was just so nervous. I was just like, oh, what's gonna happen? And when I logged on, I was like, I hear, I watch your FlossTubes, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And people excited to to see me, and just very welcoming. And I think that was like the best part, is that they're just so welcoming. So hop on a Virtual Stitchers if you can, and it's super fun. Love it. I don't have, plans are pretty much right there, working on Sleepy Hollow, working on Sister Suffragette, probably working on some extra credits, but that's pretty much it. It's kind of a low-key, kind of a short video this week. I'll do an unboxing, probably with my my FlossTube next time I do the coloring cotton, when I get the coloring cotton box. It just depends on when it comes and stuff like that. So, but stay tuned. We'll see you next week, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Hope you have a great time stitching, great time doing whatever craft you do. Thank you for stopping by and visiting. Really, I really am appreciative of it, and I try to answer every comment. I try to, or at least like it, because sometimes life gets crazy, so I try to at least reply, or at least like it. So if I don't reply, or if I don't reply to an email, I'm working on it, so it's not like I have a ton, but sometimes, life as a busy mom of busy kids gets in the way sometimes. So I hope you guys, like I said, have a great week, and we will see you later. Bye.